In the past, India had been a major champion of the Palestinian cause. The only non-Arab country to recognize the Palestine Liberation Organization, or the PLO, as the legitimate representative of Palestinians. In 1975, the PLO was even allowed to open an office in New Delhi, and 5 years later, in 1980, this office was given full diplomatic status. What about Israel? In 1948, India voted against the creation of Israel. Until 1992, India did not establish diplomatic ties with Israel. But behind the scenes, the two sides were collaborating. Israel helped India in the 1971 war against Pakistan for the liberation of Bangladesh. It took another 2 decades for India to recognize Israel. Since then, the relationship has blossomed at all levels. Israel helped India with defense technology during the Kargil War, with hardware during Operation Parakram against Pakistan in 2002, and by 2013 India had become Israel's third-largest trading partner in Asia. The proximity between India and Israel did not come at the cost of India's relationship with Palestine. In 2003, India voted for a UN resolution against the construction of the West Bank Wall by Israel. In 2011, it voted in favor of accepting Palestine as a full member of UNESCO, and in 2014 India supported a UNHRC resolution to probe Israel's offensive in Gaza. With time, this balancing act became tougher, but pragmatism and non-alignment continued to drive India's approach, as it dealt with Israel and Palestine independently. This was underpinned by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Israel in 2017.
My singular honor to be the first ever Prime Minister of India to undertake this groundbreaking visit to Israel,
and a subsequent visit to Palestine in 2018.
भारत इस क्षेत्र में शांति और स्थिरता की बहुत उम्मीद करता है.
In February 2019, India used Israeli-made Spice 2000 bombs to strike Pakistani terror launch pads in Balakot. In December 2019, India voted against America's decision to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. For India, the capital is the city of Tel Aviv, not Jerusalem, which remains contested. The trend is clear. India's decisions are based on a mature understanding and evaluation of the Israel-Palestine issues, and New Delhi is following the same approach. Now, as Israel and Palestine exchange rocket fire, India has refused to pick a side and had called for de-escalation and dialogue.
Immediate de-escalation is the need of the hour, so as to arrest any further slide towards the brink. We urge both sides to show extreme restraint, desist from actions that exacerbate tensions, and refrain from attempts to unilaterally change the existing status quo, including in East Jerusalem and its neighborhood.
The way ahead is clear given its strategic interest in West Asia and its growing partnership with Israel. It is unlikely that India is going to change its approach towards Palestine or Israel.